Hello everyone and welcome to the second part of the Sims 3 speed building, in which I'm building a house apartment complex. I did some modifications this time. In the beginning of the video I've added the solar panels that I was talking about last time. They were still in my game, I just didn't look in the right place. So for each of those panels, our Sims bills will be reduced, but you can only place I think 10 of them on the lot. And then I've added some palm trees. I've modified the garden. By the end of the video it will look a bit different than it is right now. I've also had to delete the plants there that I've previously added. You'll see why. Here I'm expanding the beach a bit because I want my sim to enjoy the swimming and relaxing on the sand, and maybe build sand castles. And in this part I've actually it's about adding pools to the balconies, because like I've said in the previous video, my main idea was to have pools on the balconies. So here I was trying to figure how this would work, and in the end I've made the balconies in the shape of a stair, which I think that it turned pretty nice. And also you can see here that I'm adding a basic shape of a pool, but in the end I will change it towards the end of this video, and I'm going to add a more interesting pool shape and make it a bit bigger, so Sims can actually enjoy swimming in the pool while watching the beautiful scenery. And I think it turned quite nicely. And well, when you build the pool like this, you'll see that the downstairs people will have to, if they want to look outside, they will have to look through the pool, which is a bit strange, but well, when someone swims in the pool from below, it doesn't actually, you cannot actually see Sims swimming, I think. So it's basically looking through a big fish tank, I think. But I actually liked how it looked from the inside, looking through the pool. So here I am adding the basic pool shape, which you can see it's pretty small and uninteresting. And also I've had a bit of a problem with the first floor pool, because it would modify the terrain below, and I couldn't add any other shape than a square or a rectangle of a shape of the pool. So even though the upstairs pools had a bit of round shape, as you can see there, the one on the first floor had to only be a rectangular shape, which I wasn't pleased with at all. So but by the end of the video you'll see that I'm fixing the problem, and I'm adding nice shaped pools all around the building. And I didn't work on the central part of this building yet, but I think I'm going to modify it too. I'm not sure if I want to make it in the stair shape like the sides, or to keep it straight. I haven't decided yet. I'm still playing with the shape of the building, because this is kind of my style. Make something and then change my mind a lot. But now I realize the main balconies, in the central building, central part of the building, are a bit too big, but I'll get to that in the next part. In this, I just wanted to make sure I can add a nice pool shape on the sideways of the balconies there. That I think turned out pretty nicely. And we're going to have in front of the building, I mean on the part with the beach, we are going to add some benches just to sit and look at the scenery or at people swimming. We're going to put some stairs that go to the beach. It will turn pretty nicely if you look until the end. I've also changed the windows there because they seem too much. I want this building to be not so cheap for the people that live there, but also not too expensive, not too classy. I wanted to have this beach feel on it, but also a bit of classic style. But those windows were a bit too much, so I've changed them in the end, and I'm going to change them everywhere. If you hear a cat crying, yeah, that's my cat. Sorry about that. He likes to talk a lot. So we're changing the colors on all the doors, and we're changing the windows. Here I'm adding some columns, changing some parts of the walls, their wallpaper, and I thought this in the middle, this pattern of brick looked better than the previous color. And here we still have the basic shape of the pools, but it will change immediately. As you will see, shaping the walls a bit more and the roofing. And the first time when I built the basic structure of the building, I had all the balconies covered, so anything that would stay outside, they could enjoy drinking coffee or sitting there, even though if it's raining. But now I've changed the shape a bit, and as the balconies have this stair shape, of course it wouldn't be possible for them to be covered, so none of them are covered. But this is a pretty sunny tropical island, so the idea behind it is to always have sunny days and not rain, because maybe when I'm going to play in it, I'm just going to disable the autumn and winter and rain and fog and have only happy sunny days. Because after my sim, all the things my sims got through, they deserve sunny days. So yeah, re-adding the columns after modifying here and there the shapes, repainting the walls where I had to, and recoloring the pool walls, trying to figure out the terrain there, and we'll move to the pools in a second. Just adding some shrubs and gardening details outside. So yes, this is the basic, the main idea behind the stair-shaped balconies, but it will get a bit more wider to fit bigger pools, because I realized the balconies were pretty large and the pools were pretty small, so I thought I can do better than this. I can add a bigger pool something that my Sims would love. And I'm thinking to add some pools in the middle balconies as well, because they don't have it right now. But like I said, I'm not sure yet what I want to do with those, with that shape of the building. If I want to keep it like that, or if I want to make it like a stair shape with pools. In any way, here I'm remodeling the garden there. We're not going to keep all the plants. Like you've seen, I've deleted some part to level the terrain a bit. And we're not going to keep all those palm trees because there were too many. Adding some flooring there and the main outside area of the building. That goes around the building. Adding some rocks there to hide that gap in the flooring, but it turns out alright because after I figure out how to make the shape that I want of the pool on the first level, we're going to level all that terrain too, so we won't have a gap there by the end of this video. Adding some palm trees on the beach and some very small fencing around in the shape of I think it's bamboo. Okay, so here we are modifying the pool, making it bigger and more interesting in shape. And of course I had to remodel the apartment structures a bit. I haven't done any furnishings yet. I'm just focusing on the outside of the buildings until I'm happy with its outside shape. And here I was trying to figure out which shape fits better. I originally liked that corner there. I thought I could place some flowers there, but overall I didn't think it looked well. It makes the pool smaller, and I wanted a pool big enough so any sim can swim around in it. So this is the shape that I'm going with, and repainting the walls here and there, and adding those big windows to look through the pool. And of course I had to modify the first balcony too, so we had to get rid of those plants there, unfortunately. But we'll add some of them, not all of them, but some of them by the end of the video. And here I'm expanding the first floor balcony to make the pool. So here, this is the problem that I had, that you cannot put, once you put one shape of the pool there, you cannot modify it. But then I looked into it and learned how to solve this problem. So yes, this is the wavy kind of pool on each balcony, and I thought it looked nice. And then remaking the garden a bit, And here I am making the pulls on the other side too, after deleting the previous shape. Well, there isn't much else to tell you about this building except let you watch it until the end. So I'm just gonna stop talking here and maybe add some background music. At the end of the video, there will be some screenshots if you'd like to watch them. So until next time, bye!